Welcome everyone in this new video tutorial about the multiplayer combat editor. In this video we're going to learn how to create action modifiers. So if you've already been through the stat modifier function, you know that you might guess that you can actually add action modifiers directly using your BPC action modifier. So by actually just typing action modifier. But like the stat manager, you need a system to handle the adding and the removing of the action modifier, and you can directly do this in the class modifier we created. So let's go to my base modifier, and let's right click and type in feature action. So these are the things you can do, the things you can modify at runtime using the modifier class. So you can add an action modifier, you can forbid an action, and you can shut inputs down. So for instance, if you are stunned, maybe you're going to shut inputs down. So if we click that and plug that, just calling this is going to make sure we can't take any action. The target of that modifier won't be able to take any action. And the boolean there is asking us, do we actually cancel the action our target was currently taking? So for instance, if we are building up a stun effect, we will say force action cancel, like this. And then if we hit play, we won't be able to take any action. Why? Because we actually added that modifier to our character when we begin play. So when we spawn, we add our modifier, which shuts down our state machine. So we don't want to add that modifier on begin play, for instance, or actually we do want that. So I cannot hit Ctrl Z, so we're just going to add the modifier. So I've already done that, I don't know, like 3 or 4 times. So I'm just going to call that. We are actually going to create another class of modifier, which is going to be the stun. So if we go back to our base modifier, we're going to remove shut inputs down. We're going to hit compile, hit save, go back to our content browser, and duplicate our base modifier and call that BP my stun. We're going to open that up, and we're going to call shut inputs down there, and we are going to force action cancel. So action cancel only works if you properly set up the function cancel action in your action interface in your character, in the actor having the action manager. And that's a subject I haven't covered yet in a video, but by the time you watch that video, I might have. So it will be in the action manager folder playlist. So this is actually shutting down our state machine, and we actually want to apply this when we hit a target. So we will open up our folder skill, open up our slice or thrust or whatever skill you have. And instead of applying example status, we are going to apply my stun. We're going to open up our example status, and we are going to specify that status, this status is going to apply my stun, like this, and we're going to hit play. So we can take action. The other player can take action as well. But if I'm hitting that guy, okay, if I manage to hit him actually, if I hit that guy, he cannot take action. I cannot take action until the status goes off. So that's basically a stun effect. Like this. So this is the base feature of the action modifier, but you have other ones, so you can right click, type in feature. So you might wonder why you do not have to reactivate the inputs afterwards. That's because the modifier takes care of it automatically. So if you want, we can check the other feature, right click, type in feature action. We can forbid an action. So, but we are going to create another modifier. So we're going to browse, duplicate our effect milestone. We're going to call this BP my silence, like this. And then we are going to say that we are going to type in feature action, and we are going to say forbid action. So what a silence do in most games is prevent you from using your skills, and that's what we're going to call. And I compiled and it gave me an error, and that's because we have to specify what action are being forbidden. And in order to do that, we have to drag a wire out of it, type in make array like this, and tell him what action are being forbidden for the duration of the application of the silence. So I want to forbid primary skill, for instance, but also, I don't know, jump. I won't be able to jump when I'm being silenced. And it's asking me, do we forcefully cancel the action? If I was taking the action, does it cancel it? And we're going to say yes, for instance. And it only works, once again, cancel only works if you implemented action cancel. And we are going to apply that modifier with our example status. Back to our example status, so the status which is being applied by our skill slice or thrust or whatever. We are going to say this doesn't apply stun, it applies silence. So this is going to say my targets cannot jump or use its primary skill, when he is under the effect of the status. So it was working right away. So this guy cannot jump or take action. And this only works if you implemented the state machine as well. So in the action manager playlist once again. So this was the second feature built in regarding the action. And the other one is add action modifier. And this one is a little bit tricky, so we are just going to pull that here. And this actually says whatever the rules you have set up for one of your action, the new rules become the rules you set up there. So for instance, in my third-person character, in our third-person character, we said that move doesn't prevent or cancels anything. But if we say in silence that move actually prevents, I don't know, jumping, we are not going to be able to jump while moving for the duration of that effect. So for instance, if I'm hitting that guy, okay, but we said that we weren't able to jump for the duration of the effects, so I couldn't try our action modifier. So if we go back to our play, if we hit the other guy, if I actually manage to hit the guy, alright. If I move, I cannot jump, but if I stop, I can jump. So this is how action modifier works. So you can delete that. So this is it for the list of action modifiers of built-in action feature in MCE. Hope you guys enjoyed that video and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.